before the child is born, when Elisha is telling her that you're going to embrace a son, she, that's when she says the first time, do not lie to me.
Right.
And I think that goes to the point of a longing, but don't tell me you're going to do something and then not come through with it. And, a lot of people, I feel like we have this tendency to be timid about the Father, about receiving what He's giving us, receiving the word that He has.
Really do this.
Right, receiving the word that He has for us, because we see in the natural, and we don't know how this could happen. And again, the word tells us that she has no son, but her husband is old, and this is not an immaculate conception, right? This is not the virgin birth. So this woman who has been barren or does not have children is like, don't tell me this promise and fool me.
Right.
Don't tell me this if you're not serious. And so I believe there's some aspect of that where we as women read a word, read a promise of the Lord, and at the same time we're like skeptical.
Yeah.
Because I'm not sure how you could do this. It hasn't happened up until now. And so I need to know that you're a man of your word.
Yeah. Well, women typically trust one person, that's ourselves.
If I know that I can handle it myself. Has that not been the sermon that we have preached to me for a week? Is that, Nancy Jo, if you'll just let your hands go, somebody can help with something.
But she says, do not lie to your handmaid.
Mm-hmm.
And to me, I think of that describes trust. It describes intimacy. It describes some reliance. It's her servanthood. Like, I have a relationship. I recognize the God in you, Elisha. I recognize that you are from God. I have a relationship with this God. So don't lie to your handmaiden. That's like turning it around and saying, Mom, I'm your daughter. Because it gets some sympathy or some empathy back to there. Like, remember who you're talking to here.
Right.
Like, we have a relationship. We have precedence. You love me. So don't promise me something that I'm not going to get. Don't promise me something that you're going to take away or it's not going to come to fruition. So even in the word handmaid, you can pull out what kind of how she sees herself to God is the servanthood.
That's right.
And the next thing he says is that when the time comes, so at this season, when the time comes, my King James says that at the set time. So this woman had to trust when that set time was going to be. Are we talking a year? Are we talking 2 years? Are we talking a month? What is that set time? But I think that's one thing that we've all had to learn too, is that the Lord sets times and seasons. And so here's where we are going to get into a little bit of Hebrew and Greek, just real fast, okay? But I'm not pulling it out of anywhere else. This is just what I know in my knower, okay?
And we're glad to get it.
Yeah.
I'm glad.
Little doses, all right? So in Hebrews chapter 11, which you all know, that is the Faith Hall of Fame. That is now faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. And let's just go there. And again, we read from the Amplified Classic because it's a lot of words and it breaks it down really good. So, Hebrews 11:1 says, now faith is the assurance, the confirmation, the title deed of the things that we hope for, being proof of things we do not see, and the conviction of their reality. Faith perceiving as real fact. I love that. What is not revealed to the senses. For by faith, trust, and holy fervor born of faith, the men of old had divine testimony born to them and obtained a good report. And this is what I want to talk to you about. Verse 3. By faith, we understand that the worlds during successive ages were framed, fashioned, put in order, and equipped for their intended purposes by the word of God, so that what we see was not made out of the things that are visible.